Nobody wore a seatbelt, not even in the front seat. If your mom's arm wasn't strong enough, you deserved to go through the windshield. I just dropped off my last child at college in Charleston, South Carolina. He's not going there. We just left him. We thought that'd be a nice town for him to hang out in. No, he's actually going to school there. This is my youngest son who was born during the Kentucky Derby. I was actually in the hospital when he was born, in the delivery room, watching the Kentucky Derby on TV all at the same time. And because he was my third baby, I had enough drugs in my system, I thought I was in the Kentucky Derby. And Seabiscuit is now 19 years old. We're very proud. So proud. He made it. You know, by the time you have 3 to show up early for the drugs, he was born May the 4th. I got there on April 1st and refused to go home. And I can't believe he's in college now. I cannot believe it, because it seems just like yesterday he was getting on the school bus for his first day of kindergarten. The bus pulled up in front of our house. I put my older son on the bus, kissed him on the head. I got my daughter on the bus, and I kissed her on the head. I got little Seabiscuit in his backpack. I got him on the bus, and I kissed him on the head. And I'm not embarrassed to tell y'all, I was emotional, because he was the last one going off to school. And I cried a little bit. And then I got up onto the school bus, and I kissed that bus driver right on the mouth. Oh, dear bus driver, thank you so much for taking these people away from me just for a few hours, right? So I can eat all their candy in peace. So, she was so surprised. She still won't look at me at the grocery store. And I gotta say, I don't miss some of the younger grade things that we all had to do, all those things. And there was always that one mother in my kids' classrooms every year, that one over-prepared birthday party planning, organic snack making, annoying mother. You all know her. You all know her. If you don't know her, you are her, so look out. Had a Valentine's Day party, and the teacher sent out an email that we were supposed to bring in snacks, and immediately those competitive mothers were like, oh, Hannah will bring hand-dipped strawberries, and Joshua will bring homemade organic Chex Mix. I'm looking around my kitchen, I'm like, all right, Seabiscuit's gonna bring Funyuns and Bloody Mary mix. Okay. And then there was those events, like one event was called No Name Calling Week. And I was like, well, what stupid idiot came up with that? And then they had this thing called Turn Your TV Off Week. And I was like, no. It's so you can spend more quality time with your family. I was like, that's why we bought the television. And then one of those competitive mothers came over to me. She said, Karen, listen, you really should limit your children's screen time for their development. And I was like, hey, Joshua's mother, come here and let me tell you something. No one likes you. My kids and I are going to watch Hoarders together and feel good about our house. It's so clean. It's so clean. Just watch it. You'll feel better, I promise. Before I became a comedian, I was actually a trial attorney. On my resume, this is a lateral move. I practiced criminal defense law down in Atlanta, and then I moved up to Maine, where I live now. What is awesome about crime in Maine is that when we have crime in Maine, the crime rate is low. But when we have crime, it's hilarious. We had a woman that turned her Zumba class into a front for prostitution. Apparently, her Zumba classes weren't going very well. So she did a business pivot, and she just pivoted to prostitution. And then her classes picked up, and And then she got arrested. So what happens now if you open a Zumba class in Maine, people don't like to call it Zumba because they don't want to be associated with prostitution. So we have classes called dance fitness and exercise dance, and we're not hookers. It's a whole different thing. So I see we have a lot of generations here tonight, which I love because I love seeing different age groups. What's interesting now is that the generations are kind of fighting amongst themselves. Like the boomers are upset with the millennials, and the millennials are mad at Gen Z. So sometimes it's confusing as to, first of all, which group we're in and who we're supposed to be mad at. So I'm going to help y'all. Our oldest generation right now is called the silent generation. These people were born between the 1920s and 1940s. They're called the silent generation because when they were kids, they were to be seen and not heard. These are my in-laws. They're in their 90s. These are the people that still cook with lard and are afraid of microwave ovens. My in-laws have been married for 65 years. 65 years, it's great. And apparently, if you've been married that long, you no longer have the ability to hear the sound of the other person's voice. Because I go to their house, they both talk to me at the exact same time, two completely separate conversations. And I don't want to be rude. They're my in-laws. They're sweet people. So I try to go back and forth to both conversations, which is like having a conversation with somebody with a wandering eye. You don't know. You don't know which one to get in, right? You don't know which is the right one. So I usually go with my father-in-law because his stories are better. He likes... They really are. He likes to talk about the war against the squirrels in your backyard. He's fighting a war. He's spent $1,000 to save maybe $3 worth of bird food, I swear. He's got aluminum sheeting up all over the trees, and he has electrified their bird feeders. Awesome. So what happens is the little squirrel comes along and he's just trying to get lunch, and it will spin and electrify it and zing it off. And my father-in-law sits there all day with his binoculars. Look, here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. Woo, there he goes, woo! And he's the happiest man on the face of the earth. And that's why they've been married for 65 years. The next generation after the silent generation are the baby boomers, and the baby boomers were born between the 1940s and mid-60s. This is my mom's generation. These are the people that perfected smoking. They smoked at home, they smoked at work, they smoked in church, they smoked in restaurants between bites of food. There were ashtrays on the tables at McDonald's. They smoked in the car with their children with the windows rolled up very tightly. But we're all still here. Now, for some reason, the boomers are upset and mad at the millennials. And to be fair, everybody's mad at the millennials. And I think it's because they invented avocado toast. And the word artisanal. And they're putting pumpkin spice in way too many beverages that should not have pumpkin spice in it, right? And it's not their fault. Millennials, it's not your fault that you're big goobers. It's not your fault. It's not. It's because your Star Wars had Jar Jar Binks in it. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. And it doesn't matter because the millennials are all getting married and having babies now and their lives are over, so it doesn't even matter at all. So after the millennials come Gen Z. Gen Z was born between 1995 and 2015. Gen Z, these are my kids. Good luck, America. Gen Z doesn't know how to write a check. They don't know how to address an envelope. They don't know how to read cursive. They don't know how to read a paper map. They can't get anywhere unless there's a GPS map on their phone. All I'm saying is if Gen Z takes over the world, it's going to be pretty easy to get it back. write our battle plans in cursive on a piece of paper. And then mail it to ourselves in envelopes. Did I forget anybody? Did I forget any generations? Thank you, Gen X. Awesome. See, I didn't forget Gen X. I was born the first year of Gen X, like you, and I am so glad you're here. See, here's who forgot Gen X last year. CBS News forgot Gen X, a whole generation of people. They did silent generation, boomers, and they went down to millennials and post-millennials. They forgot 65 million of us. But here's all you need to know about Gen X. We don't care. We don't care. We raised ourselves. We don't care. As a matter of fact, we kind of like it. We kind of like it that you left us off your little list, CBS News. We're like the secret dive bar that only the locals know about. We don't have to advertise, and we're never going out of business. Generation X, we are the latchkey kids that were raised by the boomer parents. We sat in the way, way back seat of our mom's station wagon, rear facing at the people behind us. Just waving, just waving. Nobody wore a seatbelt, not even in the front seat. If your mom's arm wasn't strong enough, you deserved to go through the windshield. We're all still here. We're never going out of business. We didn't have helicopter parents, and in fact, we had the opposite of helicopter parents. We had Home Depot parents, where it looks like there should be someone in the store there that could help you. But there's not. No one's coming. You're on your own. This is Home Depot. Do you need a skill saw? Well, there's only one left in the entire store, and it's way on a shelf way up there. Just grab yourself a ladder, my friend, and start climbing. And don't pull it over on yourself and cut your arm off, because they're not going to take you to the hospital. In fact, it's going to be your fault that you got hurt. Here's what you get. Suck it up, blow on it, rub some dirt on it, walk it off, quit your crying. Welcome to Home Depot. That's what you get. Nobody cared that we were bored. Nobody cared what our grades were. Nobody cared that we were eating lunch out of a lunchbox that was filled with rust. You had a rusty lunchbox, didn't you? You did. Nobody cared that we were getting pummeled in the face with real red rubber dodgeballs. Right. Not the little foamy baby kind. The real red ones that left a crosshatch print. It left a print in your head until the next day. Just boom. Nobody cared. Nobody came to our athletic practices. Nobody brought sliced oranges. Certainly no one was arranging a play date. Here's how my mom arranged a play date. At 8 o'clock in the morning, my mama would say, y'all, go outside and play. Boom, lock the door. Right? Yes. That's what we did. She locked the door. We weren't coming back in there. We were outside all day. We didn't have anything to eat. We didn't have anything to drink. We didn't have a juice box or any goldfish crackers. If we were thirsty, we drank out of where? Yes, the hose. And we're all still here. We're never going out of business. And the water was hot. Very hot. Now, what were we doing in the yard? What were we doing out there? Well, we were trying to kill each other. We had rock fights, we had dirt clod fights, we had green pine cone fights, and we had BB gun fights. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. But there are rules. We had rules, 3 pumps max. No intentional headshots. It wasn't anarchy. And on holidays, we upgraded our game. We had bottle rocket wars and Roman candle fights. And all my dad ever said was, don't shoot each other in the eye. It was okay. And eventually, we would go outside and we would get on our big wheels and we would ride in traffic. We made Evel Knievel ramps on cinder blocks with plywood that had nails sticking up out of it. Nobody wore a bike helmet. We're all still here. We're never going out of business. Now, my mom eventually would give us some money, and she would say, y'all go down, I'll buy you some candy if you bring me back some cigarettes. Yes. And at 9 years old, I could go in the store and say, I'd like to buy a carton of Menthol 100 Ultra Lights, please. And they would sell it to me. And we didn't even have to have a note at that point. They would just, eventually they required a note from your mom, and it was like, dear store, please sell my 9-year-old a carton of cigarettes. Love, Mom. That was it. That was it. So she would give us some money. She would slide it under the screen door. She would not let us back in the house. We were just under the screen door, would not let us back in. She was inside, like, watching Days of Our Lives and Dark Shadows and not letting us back in. And so we would take the money and we would leave our yard unattended, no adult supervision, no helmet, and we would walk like 5 miles down to the candy store. On the way down the candy store, we would stop at the playground, which was a very different playground from my Gen Zers playground that had wood chips all over the floor. So if the child falls, they won't get a bruise on them. We just had a giant slab of cement. If you fell, you broke your arm, suck it up, welcome to the playground. That's all we got. We had equipment that would kill you. We had a swing set that if you got everybody on it at the same time, the legs came up out of the ground. Just wah, wah. One of the dads put cement in like one of the footings to hold it down in there, but we figured out if we got the big kids on it, we could get the footing thing to come up out of the ground too. It was our goal to decapitate someone. That's what we were trying to do. We had the whirligig merry-go-round thing that spins, right? And you were supposed to run and jump on, and there was always one friend that just didn't make it. They got, like, sucked into the rain hole somehow. Save yourself. We had the horsey thing on a spring that would go back and forth through that. And it would go all the way to the back, hit the back of your head, and fling you forward and hit your face. Hit your head, hit your face, hit your head. And our horsey part came off. We had a metal knob that went back and forth. And no one ever fixed it. Suck it up. And then there was the slide. Now, the Gen Zers slide on my kids' playground was this plastic, green, curvy, sweet, nice slide. It ended in a nice pile of wood chips, right? We had a Gen X slide that was just a big metal slide. Just a metal slide. It just sat there in the sunshine. Just heating up. Athens, Georgia in August. Until it wasn't a slide anymore, it was a broiler pan for your bottom. And you always had your summer shorts on, so part of your bottom was out anyway, so you would just go, just third-degree burns all the way down. And then you'd flop off onto the cement. Yay! Now, we would leave with our burns and our wounds, and we would walk down to the candy store to get my mom's cigarettes, and we would keep going, again, by ourselves. Now, Gen X candy was mean to children. Mean to children. We had candy like atomic fireballs. You couldn't eat that. It was who could leave it in your mouth the longest before you spit it out. Right? We had lemon heads, and we had pixie sticks, just just a straw filled with sand and sugar. And you try to suck it out, but it was made out of paper, so your spit would like close the end, right? So then you just have to eat the paper too. And then at some point that wasn't big enough. They came up with a big plastic one. I'm still amazed no one asphyxiated off a pixie stick. Then there was the family of wax candies, right? The wax lips and the wax bottles. Wax bottles came in 4 colors, tasted all exactly the same. And you're supposed to bite the top off and drink the juice, and then you're supposed to chew the bottle, which was like eating a birthday candle. Yay! Yay! Then there was a family of candies that were like a block wrapped in wax paper, like a bit of honey or an hour later, and you could almost get all the paper off. But there was always that one piece that the machine jammed up in there. So what did we do with that? Eat it. Yes, we did. We ate it. We're eating wax. We're eating paper. And don't get me started on that strip of paper with the dots. That was mean. That was just mean. It was awful. How about Pop Rocks? Here, children, have a candy. We're going to put it in your mouth. It is going to explode. Just don't drink a Coca-Cola with it like Mikey did. And then there was the family of jewelry candies. There was like the ring pop and the little necklaces. The necklaces came on a rubber band about that big, right? And you're supposed to jam it over your head. And you get it down here. And so you end up like... So what you end up is just a rainbow of spit. Just a spit rainbow going on. We were so pretty. We were so pretty. And then we moved around to the next aisle where the real cigarettes were, but we also bought our candy cigarettes, right? Yay! And they came in 2 varieties. There was the hard white stick with red on the end because someone painted fire on there for us to eat. And then there was the bubblegum kind that you could pull out of the pack and you could blow real smoke. So we would just stand in front of the candy store and wear our candy jewelry, smoke our candy cigarettes, just maybe a Zumba class in our future. And my mother had no idea where we were. But we're all still here. We're never going out of business. So my husband and I are about to celebrate our 25th wedding anniversary next week. Thank you. So the traditional gift for 25 years is silver. The modern gift is a ride to your colonoscopy. You really want to take the second one. I think I'd rather have the ride than the silver at this point. I think colonoscopies kind of get a bad rap. I'm over 50. Everybody needs to get one. It's not that bad. As a matter of fact, I think they need to change their marketing campaign that colonoscopies are fun. Yay! And the most fun part about colonoscopies is prep day. This is how I can always tell who's had theirs. So, if you haven't had yours, here's what prep day is. Prep day, you're going to pick a glass of Miralax, a big bottle of it. You're going to mix it with a bottle of Gatorade. Pick a color you never want to see ever again. Right? And then you mix it together. It's like making a party punch. It's like a party punch. And then you drink a glass of this every 10 minutes until it's all gone. And then you just let the fun begin. Yay! So here's my tip for you. Don't leave your house. Don't go to the store and get that one last thing unless that one last thing is a mop. Trust me on this one. I'm Karen Morgan. Thank you so much for coming out tonight.